What's up, guys? Joe Cookie here. Welcome to the 10K sub special Q&A, question and ask, where you guys ask me questions and I answer them, and we get really good answers to this stuff. Before we get into it, I just want to say how grateful I am for the position that I'm in now. Not even like a month and a half ago, I had 200 subs and I was making videos just to do it for me, pumping out slop clip compilations. I liked making them, but I was just doing it just because it was fun. And, for as long as I can remember, I had always wanted to make videos for an audience. I wanted to have a community, and I wanted to share my content with people. I wanted people to give me feedback and interact with my videos, interact with me. Like I said, really build that community atmosphere, and I think now I really have that because of the Spookface video blowing up. I really gained like a decent following, and I'm just so surprised, and I'm so thankful to you guys and just everything that I've been given, and it's super awesome because this is like all that I've dreamed for since I was a kid. All I've ever wanted to do is just make content for people, and you guys make it possible, so thank you, really. Two more important things. Number one, we've got a community Discord now that will be linked in the description, so join that there. You can mingle amongst each other, have fun, not have fun, fuck with each other. I don't really care, just as long as you don't say anything bad. And then we've got my second channel, Joe Cookie 2, which will also be linked in the description. That's where I'm going to upload anything miscellaneous or kind of not related to the main channel. So the main channel will be like, what you got right now, like ARGs and stuff, but it'll also be like just other video essays and mysteries. The second channel will be like more gaming videos, clip compilations, stuff that isn't really related to my usual type of content. More similar to my older stuff. And without further ado, let's just get straight into the Q&A. Minnow Toast asks, what's been the biggest challenge you have faced while building your community to 10,000 followers, and how did you overcome it, Mr. Joe Cookie? Well, Minnow Toast, to be completely frank with you, I've faced zero challenge whatsoever. Well, yeah, I faced zero challenge whatsoever. The community kind of built itself just after the Spookface video blew up and all my videos kept doing well. And, the community that I have right now is just entirely you guys. I have no part of that, so very grateful for that. Vivid Basu asks, what's your all-time favorite Roblox myth/ARG and why? That's a good question, because obviously there's a lot to choose from, but my personal favorite, even though it's not really a myth or an ARG, it doesn't really fit into those two categories, I'd say Rust010, by far and large my favorite Roblox mystery. If you were my age and back in those days you were watching Flamingo and keeping up with those videos, oh my god, that was the scariest shit. Like, dude, Rust010 was on another level. If you guys know, you know, but that's by far my favorite ARG/myth. Margeshi asks, besides ARGs, which will only last a while, what do you think you'll branch off to? Perhaps the entire genre of puzzle solving? Personally, I think ARGs will last plenty amount of time. If they don't, then they don't, but it's I think with Spookface kind of revitalizing the Roblox myth ARG scene, I think a lot more people are going to start kind of putting their stuff out there and, messing around with like their creative side. So I think that ARGs aren't really going to come to an end anytime soon. But if and when they do, I'll probably just branch off to like, I don't know, like analog horror or other ARGs from different games, or like maybe even real life mysteries, just video essay type stuff like that. But I think I might just start doing that now too. I don't want to burn out on ARGs, so I might just kind of mix up the content stream a little bit, see what you guys think. Nafer asks, are you planning on covering other Roblox myths/ARGs in the future? Also, I just wanted to say I found your channel from the Spook vid and instantly fell in love with this, man. Keep up the work. Thanks, Nafer. Yeah, of course I'm planning on covering other ARGs and myths. I've got a lot of projects in the works that I want to do, but we'll kind of see where the wind takes my ARG sales for the next one, because I don't know if I want to do a Spookface follow-up or an AAS follow-up or just a new one entirely, but we'll see. ICMP4 asks, will you also be covering other ARGs that aren't Roblox ARGs? Yeah. I'd say the most notable one for you guys to look forward to, definitely the Interloper coverage, because I've been planning on doing that for a while. I just haven't had the time you know, because that's just such a daunting project that I, you know, haven't gotten to it yet, and I probably won't get to it for a while, but that is definitely the one that's on my bucket list for sure. That is not, you know, Roblox related, but there's other Source Engine ones and other ARGs that aren't even based in games that I might cover, so stay tuned for that. Doug the Thug 1234 asks, yo, if your latest video isn't an ARG, does that mean it's a Roblox myth? Well, Doug, for those who weren't able to put this together for the AAS video, it is an ARG. You know, contrary to what Floppycube may say, passionately say, I might add, it is an ARG. I probably should have clarified that with the disclaimer, but, you know, I just said it wasn't to build suspense, you know. Keep you guys entertained. Hope that worked, by the way. Noah Nat 609 asks, do you wipe or let it crust? You gotta rethink your life decisions, bud. You just gotta. I'll be moving on now. Bricked2557 asks, what rank are/were you in Counter-Strike? Dude, I'm very bad at video games. I don't think I ever, like, even fucking breached silver. Maybe I was Gold Nova 2 at some point, but not in normal comp. I think that was in, like, Wingman or something. I was in Gold Nova 2, like, back in, like, 2019 when I first installed the game. So, I've never been very good at CS, despite how much I play it. But, yeah, never breached silver, bro. Pro Gamer XL 2021 asks, are you gay? JK lol. Anyways, are you ever gonna make a part 2 for AAS? Well, to answer your first question, you know, I think you guys gotta find that out for yourself. You know, you gotta, you know, use context clues, kind of piece together what I've given you, see if you can, you know, formulate your own decision. Because ultimately I can't tell you anything. You know, you gotta look at the underlying factors. You know, use those ARG brains of yours to really, you know, discern whether I'm of that caliber of human being or not. You know, to answer your second question, yeah, sure, I'm making a part 2 for AES if it's, you know, fucking worth covering, because I don't think you guys realize, like, AAS was a mind fuck. Like, me and all my buddies who were covering it, we're just so over it at this point. Like, there's so much information, it's so convoluted with very little story direction, but it's so interesting and it's so well made that it kind of keeps us coming back. Then it's not, and it's like this vicious cycle of, like, should we even bother covering this? So if what's to come for AAES is worthwhile covering, and I think that you guys will enjoy it, I definitely will cover it, and I'll also clear up stuff that I kind of left ambiguous in the last video that people might have had questions about. It's definitely possible for sure. Mark the Greats asks, do you like cookies? Also, are you making any new Spookface videos? Yes, making new Spookface videos. Don't worry, those will be out. I know everyone's been asking that. That's like the age-old question. Are you making another Spookface video? Haven't gotten to it yet. I'm kind of been waiting for, like, more content, even though I have enough to make a video right now. But I want to wait for another big thing, something really interesting. And yeah, I'll make a Spookface follow-up because that's my boy, bro. Fucking, he set me up, dog. Gotta cover that dude. Plus, he's well-made ARGs, so yeah, that will be coming at some point. And to answer your first question, yeah, you know, who doesn't like a good cookie, you know? Oh, I love cookies. I love to hold cookies in my mouth. It's so good. Oh, I love cookies. Onji Ponji says, congrats on 10K. Thanks, Onji Ponji. Keep up the great work you put into your videos. My question is, what genre of music or music artists have you been into these days? I like whatever's good. I like rock, you know, stuff like Pearl Jam, Audioslave, Soundgarden. I like reggae. I'm listening to a lot of Damian Marley recently. I like country. Always like country. I don't listen to any specific artist or genre. I'm ambidextrous with my music taste. Taroa 4832 asks, what did you think of Albert's old myth videos, aka Flamingo? And one more thing, what inspired you to make these videos? Keep up the good work, man. Well, to kind of mesh those two questions together and give you one beautiful amalgamation of an answer, I love Albert's old myth videos. That was like peak nostalgia, peak life. Just coming home from school, you know, being able to watch Flamingo myth videos was the shit, bro. Like, if you were there, you know. If you weren't, you just don't know. I'm sorry. That really was a big inspiration for me. All the Flamingo myth videos, I was super invested and interested in those, and I always wanted to get to the bottom of the mystery, even though I knew they weren't really real. I think that kind of, you know, sparked my love for just mystery genre type media in general. Being able to investigate on my own and do the stuff that Albert was doing. You know, it's a big inspiration for me, and it's kind of a cool full circle moment. Robo Idiot asks, if you ever got the chance, would you like to make your own ARG? You know, I would. I'd be open to the idea, but I have zero idea how I would go about doing that. Like, I could probably write a good ARG, I could like lay it out, I could come up with a cool concept, but actually going about like getting out there and fucking doing it, if it's in a game, I'd have no idea how to code or model or anything, and I just don't have the time for that. And if I do end up making my own ARG, I'd probably enlist the help of a few other people, and it would be more like a myth group or something, but who knows. Koneb9494 asks, how long does it usually take to make a video? It kind of depends. Usually I just sit down for 10 hours and fucking rot in my room and record and edit and just do everything in one day, and it takes like I said, like 10 hours, 11 hours. With AAES it took like 3 days because there was just so much information to go over, and I wanted to get everything right, even though if I kind of failed in that department. It's an extensive process at times, and then other times it's kind of not easy but less complicated, so it depends on the content that I'm covering. Oldest McDonald asks, who was your inspiration for doing these ARGs? Well, like I said, Flamingo. Two other big ones that are a big inspiration for me are The What Show and Richter Overtime, with their coverage of Source Engine ARGs mainly. I think those guys make really good videos, and even if The What Show kind of gets all of his theories wrong, but it's whatever. You know, that's all a big inspiration for me, including like the Inamide editing style. That's another big inspiration. Really, I think the biggest inspiration for me is just my own personal drive to create. Me making these videos, being able to like have an audience and have a community that are looking forward to my stuff. That's my biggest inspiration, motivation, whatever you want to call it. That's what led me to really make these videos, just wanting to have fun with it and getting after it and putting stuff out that people like. DV Monochromatic asks, how do you find ARGs? I've been wanting to make content of investigating things similar to yours for a bit now. Well, the perfect formula, I'd say, for finding a good ARG that you can get views off of and make a good investigation or analysis of. First off, it's got to be original. It's got to be an original idea. It can't even have, like, if its inspirations are too blatant, it kind of takes away from the mystery. So it's got to be its own story in every single way. It's got to be niche. It's got to be kind of underground. Like, anything more than, like, personally, like, when I found Spookface's TikTok, his most liked video was at like 50,000 likes. Anything more than like 100,000, you're kind of reaching like a gray area of like, oh, people already kind of know about this. Maybe there's already a video on it. Below that, you should be good. Gotta be niche, gotta be original, and it's gotta be good. Obviously, you know, it's got to have good story direction, good plot lines, like clues have to be laid out for you, mysteries have to be solved by the audience, not the, you know, person the ARG is based off of, or people the ARG is based off of. It's got to be fun. You know, you can't have your hand held through the whole thing, otherwise it kind of takes away from the whole ARG thing. But yeah, that's just like the perfect formula. You know, find something niche, find something original, and find something quality, like quality ARG, and if you make a video on it, it should do well. Random5995 asks, who's your favorite Sonic character? You know, growing up as a wee lad, I was always a big fan of Sonic himself. I always thought Tails was kind of a bitch, so never really liked him. Eventually, as I, you know, entered my tween years prior to middle school, I was kind of into Shadow, you know, edgier times, like Shadow the Hedgehog a lot. But now, you know, I'd say my favorite Sonic character, Knuckles the Echidna from Sonic Boom. You know, really a deep, multi-layered character that you can just kind of peel the curtains off and just really take a deep dive into and like just realize all the intricacies and, you know, beautiful inner workings of his character, and it's really cool to, you know, see that guy on the screen. You know, big fan of him. Kojak asks, are you with that Diddy shit? Get him out, bro. Can someone get this guy out of here? Yeah, you. No, get him out. Get him out. Yep, bye. Later. Goodbye. Get him out. Who the fuck was that guy? I've never met that guy in my life. I have no idea who that guy is. Lock him up. Put him in the fucking brig. I don't want to see him again. Get him out of here. Gris Isabel Alvarez 4467 asks, what inspired your avatar? Look, guys, if you look at my Roblox avatar, this thing, and you have any kind of semblance of a fucking idea that it was inspired by something, you gotta get like, you got to get checked out. Like, you have to, I don't know, like, maybe just realize the error of your ways, because there's something clearly wrong with you if you think that anything was behind this whatsoever. Sorry. No offense, Chris Isabel Alvarez, but take another look and tell me if there's anything inspiring about this. Anything that took inspiration from anything else to make this fucking thing, this amalgamation of sorts. Gan C-Frame asks, when are you quitting YouTube? I hate your videos. Love you, Gan. To answer your question, very soon. You know, I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna fucking leave all you guys for dead. No ARG content. Fuck my community. Fuck my fans. Hate all of you guys. Yeah, you know, big hater right here. Me personally, fucking hate all of you, including you. I hate your videos. Yeah. I'm quitting YouTube very soon. I hope you do also. Glort Posting asks, what are your thoughts on people feeling entitled to even more frequent / even better content? Also, love your work. Thank you. You know, I don't feel like other people are feeling very entitled to better content, more frequent content. You know, maybe they are, I don't know. But I feel like that's more so something with me. I feel like I've personally just wanting to be pushing out more quality content more frequently, and I haven't really felt that pressure from anyone else other than myself. Ultimately, I think that if people do feel that way, it's totally natural, because that's the standard that I've set. But maybe in the future I might have to cut down on the upload schedule a little bit, because a weekly upload schedule is not going to work. Blonker Manager 3993 asks, love you, buddy. Love you. He asks, a lot of comments I've seen have already worried about you getting burnt out from all these ARG videos you've been making. You've made 3. So you plan on releasing other types of videos alongside ARGs currently, or are you planning on sticking to ARGs for now? Because you do move the stuff to a second channel. Well, Blonker, I plan on releasing video essay type stuff on my channel, so not entirely ARGs, but anything else, yeah, I'll just put on my second channel. And to your point, I think I don't feel burnt out currently, but if I do get burnt out, it's just going to sneak up on me, and I'm not going to really see it coming, so I'm probably going to switch up the content stream pretty soon here, so I can kind of keep it interesting for, you know, you guys and me, and switch it up a little bit. Matita0456 asks, do you have a dog or a cat? Yes, I have a dog. His name is Freddy, and he is a lazy fucking bastard. That's it. Yeah, that's all I got for the Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a little more about me. You know, maybe you learned a little more about yourselves. You know, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Just to kind of fucking clear the air, I don't think the next video is going to be out for at least another 2 weeks. I don't even know what I'm covering yet, but I definitely got to, you know, space out the upload schedule a little more, because I don't really have the time to make a video every week now. Just kind of been super busy lately, but videos will still be coming. Don't fret about that. Just want to finish off by saying, you know, super thankful to you guys. I'm nothing but grateful for what I have right now. You know, wouldn't be here without you guys, and I think it's super cool that I'm like starting to see a community being built, and it's just super rad to me. And you know, if you want to, you know, interact with that community and be a part of it, come join my Discord server. Link will be in the description, and I don't really got anything else to say, but yeah, thanks and later.